spend their time here, grow physically, mentally, and spiritually. And let me today take this opportunity to promise you all that is exactly what is going to be happening. Because before starting my welcome, I would want to actually establish a context of why we are here and what happens when you are embarking in a new journey. All of you who are here have completed the first phase of learning when you were in 10th. Then you completed the second phase of your schooling when you completed your 12th. Right? So with this, journey, actually the phase of anybody teaching you anything is over. So when do you learn anything? When does anybody teach you anything? Is when you don't know. Right? But now, when you are at this juncture, you are full-fledged grown personalities. You have your own thought processes, you have your own ideas, and you have your own way of understanding and thinking things. So now, this is actually the phase when the discovery starts. So you have to actually redefine and redesign what you're expecting out of this university, as I have already understood what we need to do when the students are really coming here. We are helping you students to actually understand, know yourself, understand what your talents and strengths are, and help you to come to a stage where you know what you're going to do in this world. I think this is very, very important. Regardless whichever domains or fields that we have actually enrolled into, we are here for two basic things. First is to actualize our talents, skills, and be in a position, to make a mark in this world. This is a big journey, it's a big leap. And once you do that, the second objective of us being here is that we are going to make a very positive impact on this world. We are going to make lives better. We are going to make this world better. And this is a huge responsibility. And the IPIU in its vision has both of these things addressed very, very profoundly. So welcome. When I have established this context, I hope it helps you to think differently. I hope it helps you to become the people you are capable of becoming. I hope you evolve all the time, change your bearings all the time to remain relevant. So we are thrilled to have you embark on this exciting journey of knowledge, creativity, and growth. So whether you're stepping into the dynamic world of business with MBA or BBA programs, or you're unraveling the power of words and stories in journalism, or unleashing your artistic flair in design, or exploring the realms of creativity in BFA, or you are actually making lives better in bioengineering program, you've chosen a path that's full of possibilities and opportunities that is not limited to your curriculum. Your curriculum is your reference document of what you actually can, usually learn. You always can do better. You always can excel than what is there in your syllabus. Your syllabus is your launching pad to your possibilities. It's all about you, and make it about you. That's important. Please look inside yourself and question the purpose of coming here. What is it that you want to achieve? What is it your commitment? IU is a place that you realize your true self, not what parents told you who you are, not what your friends tell you are, not what your teachers tell you you're far beyond capable of what you can actually be. Here you will find a community of passionate educators. Nothing is impossible over here. You have driven peers who are working on projects astounding, nurturing environment that doesn't say no to anything that is relevant to learning. Encourage us to push your boundaries, question the norms, and ignite your potential. Your time here will be a blend of rigorous learning, yes. We are going to be rigorous, we are going to be strict, because I would be cheating on you, we would be cheating on you if you're not doing that, because that is what is going to help you to become what you should become. Hands-on experiences, unforgettable moments, and that will shape your future in very, very profound ways. As you immerse yourself in your chosen field, remember that success is a journey. It's not a destination in any ways. We always confuse that. Embrace challenges as a stepping stone to excellence, because if you don't have challenges, you don't push yourself, you don't realize yourself, you don't challenge your thought capability. And relish every learning curve that comes your way. Failing is not prohibited in DYPIU. We encourage you because when you fail, you learn new things. You come out with better solutions. Your dedication, hard work, and creativity will be the guiding star of this event. Through collaborative projects, thought-provoking discussions, practical experiences, you will not only gain academic knowledge, but to develop the critical thinking, communication, problem-solving skills essential for thriving in today's ever-evolving world. Empathy, my dear students and parents, is the most required quality of this world. If you have empathy, you will come up with problems, solve the solutions, which will be, making human life better. That is why we all should be here. Feel the pulse of innovation as you interact with industry experts, engage in the workshops, participate in the events, there will be many. Expand your horizons. This is your chance to sculpt your future, to forge connections that last for a lifetime, and create legacy that goes beyond the classrooms. Let's come out of the classrooms. So whether you're sketching the blueprint of your dreams, crafting compelling narratives, analyzing creative expressions, remember that you're not just a student here, you are a catalyst of change, a seeker of excellence, and a trailblazer in the making. Welcome to the world of endless possibilities, where your aspirations take flight and your potential knows no bound. Get ready to explore, learn, and to leave your mark on. Let the world know you have arrived. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind and inspiring words.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome an exceptional visionary and leader, Professor Prabhat Ranjan, the Vice Chancellor of D.Y. Patil International University, Akurdi, Pune. With his impressive background as a nuclear fusion scientist, futurist, educator, and innovator, Professor Ranjan brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to our institution.
Under his esteemed leadership, D.Y. Patil International University embraced a future vision that is nothing short of inspiring. Professor Ranjan's commitment to cutting-edge technology, interdisciplinary research, and holistic education has set us on a path of growth and transformation.
So with a round of applause, let's welcome the Vice Chancellor of our university.
Get a slide. Okay. While the slide is coming, good morning to all of you. I'm very happy to welcome our chief guest, Sri Sasank Kumar, for accepting our invitation. Our management wanted that we bring young entrepreneurs to welcome new students. One of the reasons is that we want more job creators rather than job seekers. And so we had two induction programs, one day for study on 8th August and today is 10th August. Both days we had young entrepreneurs who have succeeded through hard work at the ground level. I will move on very fast. I'll start with my own background in terms of education. I've grown in different kind of education systems, starting from municipal school where there was no furniture to sit on, to a Gurukul style school called Netarhat, where we used to live in ashram. We used to do all the work ourselves, cleaning dishes, cleaning toilets, cleaning floors. I'm very happy that Sasank is also from the same school, doing the same kind of thing. All that has gone into our DNA in some sense. From there I moved to IIT Kharagpur, to Delhi University, to University of California, Berkeley. In 1981 I went there, 86 I did my PhD. What you would have noticed that each of these educational institutes is not in same state or even same country. I moved across different systems of education, different state, different culture, and different working environment. So many parents who are here, they expect that they would want their children to remain with them for all the time. Please, this is now university. The children have come to university. Don't go after them. Let them grow on their own. This is not a school. I see parents wanting to, mentor their child all the time as if they're still kids. Let them go out of the comfort of home. Let them struggle. Let them learn. That's the message that I've had in my life. From age of 10, I've been outside my home. From there, I came back from US. I did my PhD in nuclear fusion. And the first PhD from this country in nuclear fusion, I worked at Lawrence Berkeley Lab in US, Science Institute of Nuclear Fusion in Calcutta, Institute of Plasma Institute Gandhinagar. And then in 2002, I moved to Dhirubhai Amman Institute of ICT in Gandhinagar that was set up by Reliance Group as a university. I was a professor there for 11 years, and then I was heading India's technology think tank in Delhi, TIFAC. I worked in a variety of areas. I continue to work today also as a new nuclear fusion, sensor network, planetary exploration, Chandrayaan-2. In fact, my background of the slide is not being seen right now. Okay, just one second. So, So I worked in a variety of areas, and I continue to do that. I put the background, the slide, to the Chandrayaan-2 project that I had done because Chandrayaan-3 is still on the way to the moon. We are hoping that on August 23, we'll be seeing a successful landing. I've been involved with a large number of national level, international level policy-making bodies related to science, technology, innovation, and education systems. When I was heading India's technology think tank in Delhi, we prepared a document called Technology Vision 2035 for the country. This was a subsequel to Technology Vision 2020 that was prepared in 1996, that Dr. Kalam used to be our chairman. During my tenure, Dr. Anil Kakotkar was chairman. This document was released by Prime Minister. He wrote the foreword. He also asked all the ministries and government departments to follow this document. To achieve this vision for the country, we prepared roadmaps in different sectors. I had put education right on the top because I believe that education is the key to success for the country. It has a deep-rooted impact that doesn't change things in one day, but whatever change it brings is a very long-term change. Today, I'm happy to tell you that the world is coming to India. So for all the young people here, this is a golden opportunity for all of you, but then you have to work hard. You cannot expect that we'll be sitting there and things will come to you. So I wanted to come back to education sector because I believe that education is key to success of the country. Luckily, the education sector document was released in Pune itself on 10th and 11th November 2017. Right after that, we had a meeting with New Education Policy Committee that was set up by government in December of 2017 at UGC headquarters in New Delhi. With a half-day discussion, our document became a very important part of new education policy. And the three words by which I describe new education policy is flexibility, flexibility, and flexibility. Now this university, since I'm the founder Vice Chancellor from 2018 onwards, even though the document was released much later on, in 2020 formally, in fact we just completed 3 years of release of that. We were in Delhi for a celebration of that. Prime Minister was there to inaugurate the session. We implemented many of the features right in our university system from day one. One of the challenges that were there, that as a head of India's technology think tank, I had seen that technology changing very, very fast. Technology diffusion is happening at a very high rate. Technology obsolescence is extremely high. Now, how to make education system respond to these technological changes was the key to designing the system that we follow in this university. It is not following any other system. We're not copying anybody's. What we do today gets copied all over the country tomorrow. Now, these slides I'm going to show you are for the first induction program that we had with young people like you in 2018. It was not after COVID, and I talked about future being digital. I said digital health revolution is taking place, digital manufacturing is happening, digital factories are being set up, future of business is digital, digital supply chain transformation is taking place, digital finance is happening, culture is digital, fashion is digital, and even human beings are going to be digitally immortal. For example, if you look at this slide, it has avatar, okay. Okay, I will continue. So there are 4 versions of digital avatar. Avatar A, B, C, and D. The D talks about a hologram-like avatar. That means something which is a real life-size hologram to whom you can interact with. And I'm happy to tell you that while that, according to this particular website called 2045.com, was supposed to happen during 2040 to 2045, we are trying to achieve this in next 2 to 3 years. In next 2 to 3 months, we start to see some early version there, where our founder, Dr. D.Y. Patil's life-size avatar will be there. We have taken his permission, and you can interact with him as if he's actually present there. So the whole focus on this university is digital and future. So welcome to Digital Future at DYPIU. In terms of brief history, we are part of a large D.Y. Patil group with more than 200 institutions, with 100,000 students who are across Maharashtra mostly. We were set up as a state private university, and we became operational on March 14, 2018. We started with 6 undergraduate programs: BBA, BCA, BCom, BSc Biotechnology, Bachelor of Design, and a BA Journalism and Mass Communication. Many of you are from these programs today. Our focus was on digital future. We brought best global practices into the university. We made our curriculum very, very flexible. As I said, that new education policy is defined by 3 words: flexibility, flexibility, flexibility. That was a key ingredient in creating the curriculum. We also have focus on experiential learning. Everybody talks about it. The way we have done it, I will share with you. Dr. Madhi talked about empathy and societal responsibilities. That is the key part of our system. Sustainable development goals. And also the research is a very, very important part of this. So research and teaching are combined together. They are not separate from each other. And we wanted this to be set up like a research university. In the new education policy, there are 3 types of organization. The top one is research university. We try to belong to that. We had believed that how to define this. Everybody talks about being research university. I defined it in the first convocation that we had in 2022 last year. I said that if my research outlay is comparable to teaching outlay, we will consider it a research university. It should not happen that you're spending 20 crores on teaching and 1 lakh rupees on research. That will not qualify. So if you have 20 crores, you should have similar 10, 15 crores money being spent on research. I'd expected that it may happen over next few decades, 20, 30, 40 years. But there are all chances that we may be able to achieve this year itself. I'm going to share you how it's going to happen. As a new university, we charted a new path. But today I'm happy to tell you that after 5 years, the university is very stable, and I have no doubts of its future growth as it moves ahead in all aspects. Our focus right on quality. The organization university is organized in the school system. We have a School of Computer Science Engineering Application covering BTech Computer Science Engineering, BC and MCA. On 8th August, we had the induction program for these students with more than 600 students. We have School of Biosciences and Bioengineering with BTech Bioengineering and MSc Medical Biotechnology. Some of you will present there. In fact, all others are present here. School of Commerce Management, BBA and MBA, School of Design, Bachelor of Design, School of Media and Journalism, BA Journalism and Mass Communication, and the School of Engineering, which I'll talk about a little later, and School of Applied Arts and Crafts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, which this year we are starting the first batch. Our focus in the university is on research. We have created a separate school called the School of Interdisciplinary Studies and Research, which actually makes sure that all PhD programs are under that. PhD has no disciplines. It's all under one single discipline. We also have a School of Skills Development where we are focusing on new age skills. I have very little time, so I'm going to move very fast. We created a computer science engineering curriculum in 2019. I wrote a blog on this after internal discussions, and I was surprised to see the kind of response we received from all over the world. More than 50,000 views, hundreds of comments. We launched the program. We divided the whole curriculum into 2 parts. The first 2 years, we do foundational programs, which we completely revamped, and last 2 years, we do a track system. The track is a specialization track, with each track having 8 to 9 courses. This curriculum, I'm not going to go into details of these, is also followed with, after first year of rural internship, to build empathy, to look at societal problems at ground level. The multi-track system has multiple tracks of specialization like AIML and so on. AIML is not one subject. It is 8 to 9 subjects in the last 2 years. This also we brought something called lab in bank concept, where all the things that you do in electronics lab can be done through this small device that you can carry in your laptop bag and do experiments anywhere. We also incorporated a 5-year integrated program. For example, you could be doing BTech Computer Science Engineering with FinTech specialization and MBA FinTech. You get 2 degrees. And there are many such programs we have launched. Fortunately, All India Council of Technical Education, which controls the technology education, like this very much. They sent us a formal appreciation letter in 2019. On 21st February 2019, they're the All India Board meeting, their highest body. They sent us an appreciation letter. I'm not going to read this out. It's there on our website. And then they formed a committee of which I was a member in 2019. The net effect was that what we have done in 2019 is on left side, and what AICT copied is on right side of this. In fact, they told me they wanted to copy it as it is, but they didn't have enough flexibility in their system, which we had created. So we became the trendsetter for whole country, and whole country's curriculum changed because this not only in Delhi or something, in Pune, in our campus, Pune University also followed this in 2021. On similar pattern, we started to do the track system across all disciplines. So Bachelor of Design, we did 2 tracks of graphic design, user experience design. We launched BTech Bioengineering program in 2020 with 4 tracks of biochemical engineering, biomedical engineering, cell and tissue engineering, food biotechnology. MBA Digital Business with 3 tracks, FinTech, Marketing Analytics, and Supply Chain Management. On similar pattern, we launched MSc Medical Biotechnology, MCA. In 2020, we started having industry coming to us to start programs for their working professionals. I'm happy to tell you that finally those programs have been launched. This year, actually, after a 1-year discussion, from 15 June, the classes started. But this year also, we launched Bachelor of Fine Arts. We merged D.Y. Patil College of Applied Arts and Crafts in this campus. Some of the faculty members are present here today for the first time. So Bachelor of Fine Arts program has started this year in the university system. Now, this program for working professionals attracted so much attention that we were swamped by requests. So Tata Motors, we started with about 220 students. Today, we are signing agreement after this event afternoon with Anand Automotive. Tata Motors, another group, we have had exams, entrance test on Sunday. We have Sigma Electric is coming forward. Tata Motors, other groups are coming forward. Tata Technology Group is touch with us. General Electric is touch with us. Mahindra is being discussed. This is growing so fast we have never imagined. Now, in this focus is on core engineering branches of electrical, mechanical, civil, chemical, where demand is less. But the kind of curriculum we have created has led to huge change in demand. This is going to be very important for the country because if India has to become manufacturing hub for the world, core engineering branches cannot be ignored. So we have completely modernized the core engineering curriculum. And then again, what happens next? AICT follows this and creates similar kind of system. They told me they're working on this. Just about a week, they announced this. So in many ways, more than one, whatever we do gets followed at national level. Now, while we are doing this, we make sure that latest technological developments are used in our curriculum. And for that, it's very important for me as a Vice Chancellor to learn those technologies, practice them. So, for example, generative AI, through tools like ChatGPT and so on that all of us suddenly became familiar, I started to practice. I'm not a writer, I'm not a storyteller, I'm not an illustrator, but suddenly I could use generative AI to create stories, books for my grandchild of 5 years old. And that you can go to YouTube and put Nanaji publication, get my YouTube stories for all children that you can share. Okay. Now, this learning translates to how to design products without using any design tool. You can use AI to design products. It's called generative AI-based manufacturing. That's also become part of our system. Digital twinning has become part of our system. So when industry sees our curriculum, they say they will not go anywhere. We had discussions on the industry. They wanted to follow a traditional curriculum. We said we will not run that. Today, they wanted that only what we are doing is what should be done. And I think our program will have more than 1,000 students per batch just from industry working professionals. We have been signing MOUs with multiple institutions, including Tata Motors and others, universities, and other collaborators from around the world, like this UK company, this from US, and companies, industry around the country, and so on. ServiceNow, we just signed an agreement. And also our discussion is going on with around the globe. And maybe there's the first university which will have a D.Y. Patil link outside India or Maharashtra will be in Kazakhstan next year, which a university is being set up with our help. I have traveled to that country in fact, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan 3 times last year. And there are discussion on with other universities also. We had the Oman R&D, Education, Research and Innovation Minister visit us. She was so happy to see us that she invited us in October to sign agreement with their national university. A lot of visitors we keep receiving. This Nobel Prize winner, Professor Patil Kabat, a good friend of mine, Ambassador P.S. Raghavan, Ambassador Manoj Bharti, all of them come and interact with students on a regular basis. So infrastructure growth, when you get a time to visit the university, you can see this. We started with 2 floors of 1.2 lakh square feet. We doubled that to 2.2 lakh square feet of modern infrastructure. And we are going to grow this to another 5 floors. And total floors, the building will be 12 floors with 7.2 lakh square feet. We will be merging the engineering college that is there in the lower 3 floors into the university next year. Our infrastructure is very modern. We'll also be creating a hostel by demolishing existing hostel with 1,500 seats, which will have both boys and girls accommodation. We'll connect the 2 sides of our road. The campus is divided in 2 parts by sky bridge to connect and make it like an internal hostel. Sorry. We started with 500 students. We plan to go to 50,000 students with 10,000 students in one building with 12 floors. We have done many innovative things, for example, creating Chintan rooms which don't have any formal furniture to have more creative thinking. Infrastructure has a lot of computational facilities, labs of various kinds, including computer labs. This is an example of one of them. Binding labs where we right now 3 in use, 3 are being equipped right now, so we'll double to 6 within 1 month. And then we'll add 9 more as we construct more, so we'll have about 15 bioengineering labs, which I compared some of the other institutions in Maharashtra. They might have only 2 labs of a smaller capacity. Augmented reality, Amit Omji is sitting on the control side from media. He's been training students into AR/VR systems. I'm training people in HoloLens. A lot of teaching aids of various kinds that are available to faculty members, including these cameras of intelligent cameras, drone cameras, Insta360 camera, and so on. We set up digital fabrication lab here in 2019. AICT formed a committee called Ideal Committee, which I'm the chairman, through which we have spread this technology to 106 centers across the country. We plan to set up more than 100 centers this year also. We are doing a faculty development program for that in our campus. We are training in 3D printing, laser engraving, cutting, CNC wood router, electronic system designing, sublimation printing, and so on. All of this has led to a big jump in undergraduate research. That is our focus. You'll hear about this more later on. For example, humanoid robots, spider robots, prosthetic limbs we are creating for needy people, giving them free of cost, various kinds of equipments, new 3D printers. We have also been innovating these, converting 3D printers, 3D bioprinters, multiple filaments of various kinds. We also use to help our faculty and staff in case they have some light injury and so on by creating such support systems, using it for research purposes and also to create jewelries. We also allow students to borrow 3D printers. These don't cost much, 15,000 rupees. I request all the parents to buy these rather than buying costly iPhone costing 67,000 rupees. Many of the faculty members sitting here have purchased it for their own purposes. This only costs 50,000 rupees. My grandson of 5 years old is also using a 3D printer. Lab, media lab, you see, we have been using this. We have a well-equipped studio. We are adding 2 more studios for media students. You have been seeing a lot of videos that were being played. Many of these were prepared by students. You can go to YouTube, DYPIU, Students Times. You'll see all the videos being produced by students. But we don't only use our students, we also use artificial intelligence anchor, AI anchor. Even before it became popular in national media, we have been using this for a long time. And you might have seen some examples of that. Large number of faculty members are PhDs. We have received a lot of awards and recognitions. I'm not going to that. In addition to that, we have started research with global impact, nuclear fusion in my area, on brain-computer interface, on solving chronic health problems, and so on. But we also support the students in various activities, whether it is to sports and various other things. We also promote the students' startups. We honor every single student who sets up a startup company. We have created a curriculum in a way that we promote technology, commerce, and entrepreneurship right in the early stage. In the first convocation that we had, that was 2022, Dr. Anil Saswate, then AICTE chairman, visited us. second convocation we had just a few months back, where ex-NBA chairman Professor K.K. Agarwal was here. We also promote cultural festivals and sports festival. Indus Fiesta is our sports cultural festival, along sports festival. We support the students in the sports activities of various kinds. There's a cricket team, there's a football team, there's an athlete, and so on. I would also like to announce here that we are almost close to signing an agreement with a global investor to set up a center for technology commercialization with an outlay of about 200 crores rupees from the global investor. It's the first time in the country that anything like this is going to happen. The gentleman who is investing in this is not an Indian guy by any means. The global investor, I had to talk to him, we talked with him about 1 week back. He told me they're trying to shift from China to India. And they're putting this money into Indian education system, universities like ours. 5 universities they have selected, or they're in process of selecting. We are the one in the Western zone. And they have trusted us to make sure that we can multiply his money that he is going to trust us with to commercialize technology from all over the world and develop our own technology. And that is going to make us really a research university where our actually research outlay will become, in fact, more than what happens on the teaching. We have a number of students clubs. You will be hearing about them. In the skills development, we are running various programs. Some of that stopped during the COVID era. Right across this, outside this auditorium, we have a beauty and wellness center. We are launching a drone excellency center. We're announcing this very soon. In all of this, team spirit is very, very important, and we work as a team. Everybody matters. When people are doing housekeeping, I personally make sure that their life is taken care by making sure that we have the right kind of tools and technology to help them perform their task better. So welcome again to Digital Future at DYPIU, and I hope to see many of you in this campus for a long time. I would again request parents to let go of their children, let them grow on their own. Thank you so much.
Your wonderful words. As someone rightly said, education is not solely about earning a degree, but about enhancing the depth and breadth of your knowledge. And the people who help us enhance and widen our horizons, none other than our D.Y. Patil International University officials, academic heads, and administrative heads. Let us get to know all of them.
Now, let us get to know our university officials and academic heads well through the slideshow. welcome to our D.Y. Patil International University's family. Now, we would like to introduce you, the chief guest of our today's event. Mr. Shashank Kumar Sir, an alumnus in 2012 and currently serves as its CEO. Dehat is one-stop destination for small farmers, catering to all their agricultural needs. Under his leadership, Dehat is grown into one of India's fastest growing agri-tech startups, employing a brigade of 1,000 plus professionals and working with over 7 lakh farmers and 3,400 plus micro entrepreneurs. Shashank Sir was awarded the most innovative personality for rural development and agriculture at the Desh Ratna Conclave 2021, and in 2018, his alma mater, IIT Delhi, facilitated him with the Distinguished Alumni Award.
He has also been featured on the BW Disrupt 40 under 40 list as well, Forbes 30 under 30 list in the years 2017 and 2014 respectively. In 2014, he was recognized by Times Now among their list of amazing Indians, and in 2013, he was awarded the honor of Ashoka Fellow, recognizing the world's leading social entrepreneurs.
Shashank Sir has led his team to many milestones, including winning the Company of the Year Agro Award at TV9 Dare to Dream Awards 2021. Rabo Sustainable Ag Asia Challenge 2019, Action for India AFI 2016, Vodafone Mobile for Good 2015, and Millennium Alliance 2014. He has also been invited to speak among esteemed dignitaries at gatherings such as TIE Global Summit 2021 held at Dubai, TEDx Patna in 2018, TireCon Silicon Valley in 2016, and TEDx IIT Kanpur in 2012. He was selected for PM India delegation to Kenya for promoting technology in agriculture for small farmers in Kenya, and featured as Champions of Change in 2017 by Niti Aayog. Sir, we will be delighted by your presence. You're welcomed on stage.
Thank you for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. So I graduated in 2008 from IIT Delhi. As Dehat, we go to various IITs, Ahmedabad, IRMA, every year for recruitment. Before this session, I was privileged to get a tour of the campus. I just heard the presentation and the slide by the Dean Sir Prabhatji, who is one of my senior from the same school as well. And friends, I think clearly, before I start speaking anything, I think it's a great foundation they have laid here. So many congratulations to the trustee, Prabhatji, the entire team of D.Y. Patil University. It's a great foundation you all have laid. And clearly, I can say as an outsider to all of you students and the parents that you are in safe hands. Before I start, I think, as Prabhatji already set the tone, so that we should aim to become a job creator than a job seeker. And considering it's first day or maybe a day 0 for you, the question to the students: how many of you want to become an entrepreneur? Perfect. So one, few. Okay, fair enough. If the parents are here, the question for parents. Do we have parents here as well? All right. So the question for parents: how many of you want to see your kids becoming an entrepreneur. Okay, quite encouraging. The way how India as a country is going through a point of inflection, to you all students and to parents, my promise is that at the day of convocation, if I am invited to be here, where I'm very sure that I'm going to see significant surge or increase in number of hands. So in next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, I think whatever is the duration of your course, willingly and unwillingly, I think you will see and you all will go through this point of inflection, the way how India is heading. So where I am very sure, and my promise to you, that that if you just give your best with the right intent in the curriculum I just got to know, clearly I think we all will see at the day of convocation higher number of hands, and just like mark my word. But guys, if I could go back few years, my entrepreneurial journey started in 2010. Belonged to Bihar, belonged to a rural part of India, a farmer's family, and where basically you as a family member can do well in your life and can take care of the family and the society, right? So just like one day-to-day sort of inculcation, or maybe the part of upbringing was that that you have to be a good student. So clearly, I think by the grace of God and the blessings of parents, basically, I think somehow I could manage to be a good student, went to a good school, the same school what Raji mentioned. Imagine that at a class of 5 or 6, for a total capacity of 100, I think more than 12,000 students used to write the examination. So you can imagine the level of competition even at a class 6 stage. Then went to IIT, and obviously I think just day-to-day basis just followed the instruction, or maybe the expectation, that set of expectation that you have to be a good student. Why? Because you have to do well in your life. Why? Because you have to get a good job. And again, as part of the upbringing, in fact, just did that. Got placed at IIT on day one itself. Got placed in a consulting company. Worked as a consultant in a strategic consulting for 3 years. And then after that, this entrepreneurial journey at Dehat started back in 2011, friends. Why I'm saying this, and I'll come to that part later, but I think very fast forward to 11, 12 years to now, and where we are today, while the journey started 2011, when the overall entrepreneurial ecosystem in India was not very evolved the way how it is today, while there was no business background, right? I mean, as I mentioned, that being part of a very farming background or a service class background, where there is no risk-taking appetite in your blood. And it was just a thought that that let's say in India there are millions of farmers, where agriculture, which contributes 14-15% of national GDP, but still one side farmers, where they are not very happy with the return they are getting from agriculture, and at the same time this 350 or 400 billion dollar market of agriculture, it has a lot of inefficiency in terms of wastage or transparency. So sooner or later, somewhere in future, I think overall digital connectivity, the physical connectivity will improve, and somebody basically should take a first step. So it was just a simple thought that why can't we create a technology-driven, a digital-driven business model to help farmers, right? To empower the Indian farmers to improve their livelihoods. So it was just a simple thought, and the journey started from mere 14 farmers, and with almost no resources. But again, fast forward to today, and not to flaunt, but like as on date, at Dehat, we work with more than 2 million farmers. We are a team of, thank you. So we work with more than 2 million farmers. Imagine that every day we manage more than 4.4 million hectare of land. We are present in 12 states of India. We have a full-time, team size of 2,400. We are present in almost 118,000 villages of India, which is roughly 30% of entire rural India, and number of such things in last 12 years. But still we believe that, that no, it's still day zero for us, probably where you all are today. It's just a beginning. And now I'm coming to that why I'm saying all these things. Because I think what personally I have learned in my overall life so far, and especially the entrepreneurial life, that once you are an entrepreneur, you are a student forever. And I really believe that, that whatever probably I could do at Dehat, and where I'm confident to do in future for Dehat, because as I said, that it's just a beginning. The catalyst, that's a separate thing. But as an outcome, I happen to be a good student. And when I'm talking about good student, it's not just getting good marks. So during my student's life, somehow I think because of the good institution where you all are already landed, or maybe the good surroundings, the good friends, and maybe the right mindset to the attitude, basically again, I developed myself as a good student. What does it mean? Curiosity, the learning, the ability to give best without worrying about the outcome. Right? And then I think all these things really helped me at each and every stage of my life, to imagine something that, that which probably nobody has imagined. Or basically again to envisage that no, I can do anything. I just need to put my best effort, right? I mean, it may take 1 year here and there, but probably I'll do it. And that's the reason why every day our sort of, vision at Dehat is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And while as a standalone, as an absolute number, you might be thinking that 2 million farmers is a great number, right? You might be thinking that no, 18,000 villages, that's a great number. 2,400 team size, that's a great number, right? I mean, the company has raised more than $220 million. It's a great number. But the way how we think that, no. The way how we think that, that India has more than 100 million farmers. 2 million farmers? It's not even 2%. The way how we think that India has more than 626,000 villages, why only 30%? Right? I mean, when 50% of our rural youth, the 50% of the rural population is in and around 25 years of age, I don't know why only 12,000 of, the current base of youth who have become a rural entrepreneur and using our technology, why it can't be like more than 100,000 or so. So there are a number of necessities. And the beauty is that when you will talk me after a year or 2 or 3 years, all these numbers will change. So every day, every next day, every next year, the goalpost is basically, is getting shifted. This is all because of the having that same mindset of always being a student. That means you can learn from anyone. You can learn anytime. You just need to have a right mindset and at the same time, a right attitude to give your best. So friends, I think, don't want to give you gyan. I strongly believe that, that I don't qualify for this, especially all the, professors and their profs, they are here. But I think just want to leave all of you with 2 things. In next 2, 3, 4 years, whatever is your course duration, just try to become a good student. I know that, that on day 0, it's very difficult to figure out that what I'm going to do. Right? For example, the way in my case, in fact, like the day when I got into IIT, the only aim was to get a good job. But again, whatever was the outcome, at least the process was more important, right? Because I just, tried my best for, academics. In fact, I was equally involved in the sports, the music, and number of, such things, right? And more importantly, that helped me, to develop certain abilities. And also to develop, and there's also, personally, I could develop the right, along with the right IQ, I could also develop right EQ. And most likely a realization that who am I? What do I like? What are my strengths? And so that probably I think once you get out of the campus, probably you become a better person to think that what exactly, you are meant to do in your life. It can be a job, but it can be something else. So I think the first thing I think I strongly encourage all of you to just be a great student And I repeat, not for the marks, not the bookish thing, right? Student means, again, what I said, right? There's the learning, the curiosity, and just give your best without worrying about the outcome. And the two is, I mean, it's not like everyone cannot become an entrepreneur, right? And it's not because it's tough, but everyone can have the entrepreneurial mindset. So in next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, while you all are going to be a student, and still, but try to develop this entrepreneurial mindset. What's this all about? You can just search about it. A mindset, basically, which allows you to do something different. A mindset, which enables you to think ahead of time. A mindset which enables you, basically, to develop the right skills at the right time. Interpersonal skill, right? I mean, to ensure the right execution, the bigger picture, the vision, number of such things. And more importantly, being an enterprising, right? Certain risk-taking ability. So I think all these things will help you in future, whether you are in corporate, job, or maybe your own startup. After 4 years, 3 years, what will happen? Nobody really knows, right? Not even you. Forget about me. But at least these two things, which is just try to be a great student, and then while trying to be a great student, just develop this develop this entrepreneurial mindset that will lead you where you have to be. I think when I look back, in fact, those are the only two things probably I think I did. Not just because that that someone like me telling you, in fact, told me. It just happened by default, right? But I think it's great because that you all have this platform where everyone, right from the dean to prof, maybe like person like me telling you that that these are the things which really worked in my life, right? So I think those are the only two things I just would like to leave each of you today on when you all are here on day 0. And last but not the least, maybe as a senior, it's my responsibility to tell you about the bigger world, right? I think what I was talking in the beginning of my speech, that you just need to realize that where our nation, our country, Bharat is heading. And if I just share a few of the data points, imagine how lucky we all are, where like in next 15 years, our overall economy, right, is going to grow by 3 times. It has to happen. So just imagine from that way, right, that we all are going to experience this journey, right, where the overall Indian economy is going to get closer to $10 trillion in next 15-20 years. So imagine that, that let's know how many things will change, right? I mean, rest everything you can imagine. As a country, we all are so strongly positioned today, right? As I said that, that let's say almost 55% population, it's like in and around 25 years old age. So that means as a youth, how much responsibility we have to, deliver, and more importantly, like an immense opportunity we are going to get. So again, the entire world is looking at us. India as a country is becoming, or basically in like top 2, top 3, one of the largest startup economies. Every year, imagine like more than 15-20 billion dollar of investment coming to India, and where basically the expectation from India is to basically build the right solution, not just for India, not just for Bharat, but for the entire world. And on top of everything, whether you do anything or you don't, this has to happen. This has to happen. So it's like that, that result of the examination is already published. It's just up to us that whether we want to become a part of that exam or not, right? Because you are already passed. In terms of result, we all as an Indian youth, we all have, again, obtained the marks. All we need to do is to participate in this examination with the right preparation, with the right mindset. Rest everything, time itself will ensure. So don't leave the opportunity. The way how I see, again, as a senior, as a friend, that you've got the right foundation, because of the institution here where you are. We all are in the right era of this nation, where this nation is going to change the self and the entire world. All we need to do is two things. We have to become a good student while following our day-to-day curriculum, and we have to develop that right or the entrepreneurial mindset. Nothing else. My promise to you, if I am invited, I'll be here again on the day of convocation, and my promise to you that day you yourself will see more number of hands who would like to become an entrepreneur, because that is not the option. That is the opportunity for all of us. Thank you and good luck to all.
Thank you so much, sir, for actually nurturing us with the idea that a mind of an entrepreneur is way more important for us as students.
Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your presence and inspiring words. Your journey and achievements are truly awe-inspiring. We are deeply grateful for sharing your insights with us today. Your contributions to the world of finance and technology exemplify the possibilities that lie ahead for all of us.
Respected parents and students, this is to inform you that lunch will be served at the end of the program at J Block, 3rd floor, Ahar Plaza. So please wait till the program ends.
It is with immense pleasure that we welcome Honorable Dr. Biren Mohiddin Sir, Registrar at D.Y. Patil International University, to the stage. Please join us in giving him a warm round of applause as he comes forward.
Dear and respected dignitaries on the dais and of the dais, my dear colleagues, proud parents, and my dear and beloved students, it is my responsibility to thank each and everyone for the success of this program. It is a formal ending for this event. And once this is done, there is a small sessions for the university process. So let me thank on behalf of all for, as we know, three personalities who are behind the scenes. One is Honorable Dr. D.Y. Patil, Sir, founder of this group of institutions. Dr. Sanjay Patil, Sir, our Honorable and beloved Chancellor. Shri Satej Patil, Sir, our Chairman, and the person who is always motivating us to do the better things here. And I'll promise today's chief guest, Shri Shashank Kumar, Sir, that he'll be back here in the convocations on behalf of entire university. And it's my privilege to thank Shri Shashank Kumar, Sir, the co-founder and CEO of Dehat. Really, we Indians belong to agri-economics or agroeconomics, what we say. People started moving out of that because of lack of technical and other supports. But such a EQ, not IQ, made him to help the agriculture business to come up. Yes, I'll become an agriculturist. So thank you on behalf of all gathered here and all on behalf of all Indians to Sri Shashank Kumar, Sir. Our trustee, always down to earth, rational thinker, Sri Tejas Patil, Sir, is with us, who motivates us, a good listener, good observer. So on behalf of all, I thank you, sir. Our beloved leader and always create new things to do. Nothing other than our Vice Chancellor, Professor Prabhat Ranjan, sir. You are source of inspiration to do new things in a better way. Thank you, one and all, sir.
our proud parents who trusted us by choosing our institute for their arts education. As Mr. Shashank sir said, be a good student, love your subject, love the country, love the people. Yes, success will be there with you. So thank you one and all. And our new admitted students, very curious, what are the things to happen here? Yes, don't worry. We will take our responsibility to guide you in a right track. There are young professors, old professors. It's a mix. We have a mix, and definitely today or tomorrow will be a successful one. Thank you one and all. My dear deans, directors, staff, non-teaching staff, technical team, and all others who have joined their hands to make this program a grand success. Thank you one and all. Our campus director and his battalion, as always with us for the right time to help in all the activities we conduct in campus. Thank you to campus director and his team. Principals, officials from other sister institutions also are here. So I thank you on behalf of D.A. Patil International University. At the end, since we started with the Saraswati Vandana, that is goddess of Vidya. So let me quote one from Itapadesh. Vidya datati vinayam, vinayati pratatam, pratravat dharmapati danat dharmam, prataha sukam. Very simple. To end Vidya Vinayam, to the happiness and eternal peace. Thank you one and all.
Thank you for your kind words, sir.
Now I would like to request D.Y. Patil International University officials and academic heads to please come on the stage for group photo.
Dr. Bahubali Shirakur, Director, Computer Sciences and Applications. Dr. Maheshwari Niradhar, HOD, Computer Applications. Dr. Surabhi Sonam, HOD, School of Biosciences and Bioengineering. Dr. Vijay Shah, Director of School of Design. Dr. Kumud Das, School of Journalism and Mass Communication. Dr. Jay Prakash Kalwade, School of Fine Arts. Dr. Swapnil Bharat, HOD, Engineering. Dr. Veera Talukdar, IQAC Director. Dr. Ila Patak Jha, Students Affairs. Dr. Bipin Nargire, Librarian. Dr. Madhura Jagtap, Controller of Examination. Mrs. Kavita Bhosle, Finance Officer. Mr. Dashrath Dire, Purchase Officer. Mrs. Smurti Shelke, Head Students Affairs. Dr. Swapnil Bharat, HOD, Engineering. Thank you everyone for your presence and group photo.
Now we request you to kindly stand up for national anthem.
I would like to call Yashaswini to recite it.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाता जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे